Billionaires in South Korea are dispersing their fortunes as rapidly as they can, but how do billionaires live their lives? Let's check it out. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. For this video, we will take a look at what it's like to be a billionaire in South Korea. But before anything else, please leave a like on this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell down below so you won't miss our videos. Without any further ado, let's hop on right to the video. The country currently boasts 46 billionaires. The majority of them are self-made entrepreneurs who run tremendously profitable internet businesses, according to Forbes. The combined fortunes of the country's top 10 wealthiest individuals are more than $60 billion, and their fortunes are rapidly increasing as a result of gaming, instant messaging, and cryptocurrency investments. Today, we'll take a look at some of South Korea's wealthiest individuals and see what they do with their billions. We'll also look at the significant charitable contributions made by South Korea's IT billionaires. Let's get it started. A billionaire revolution is taking place in South Korea. The country's new billionaires are self-made IT entrepreneurs who would rather contribute to charity than keep their fortunes. Following the rapid increase of Kakao Corp, Stock Kakao chairman Brian Kim, who had a net worth of $10.8 billion at the time of filming this video, became South Korea's richest person earlier this year. The company had a market capitalization of $43.7 billion at the time of filming, and his instant messaging software, Kakao, is used today by 90% of South Korea's smartphone subscribers. Despite the fact that Kim's net worth has increased by more than $6 billion this year, but he has no intentions to cash it in and spend it all. Kim grew raised in one of Seoul's poorest neighborhoods and has adopted a frugal way of living since then. He is the second South Korean billionaire to sign on to Warren Buffett's Giving Promise, and he aims to give away more than half of his wealth before he passes away in the next few years. Kwon Hyuk-bin, South Korea's fourth richest person, is another tech millionaire with a golden heart. Kwon Hyuk-bin, who had a net worth of $9 billion at the time of shooting, has donated more than $5 million to schools in China and Vietnam to teach children about technology and computer science, according to the documentary. His net worth is expected to soar in the next years as a result of his ownership of the video game firm Smilegate, which he owns 100% of. The company was responsible for the development of Crossfire, the video game with the highest player count in the world. One of South Korea's wealthiest individuals, Kim Young-ju, is another video game magnate who generously donates a large sum of money. The Nexon founder, who had a net worth of $6.8 billion at the time of filming, has contributed millions to develop children's hospitals around South Korea. He donated more than $18 million to construction of a pediatric rehabilitation center in Seoul through his charity organization. In addition, his charity contributed $9 million to the construction of a children's hospital in Daejeon. He has promised to donate more than $93 million from his own fortune to digital companies and children's hospitals, and he has stated that his children would not receive any shares in his firm. Nexon has also ventured into the world of cryptocurrencies, owning 83% of Crypto Exchange. In the first half of 2021, corporate venture capital investment in South Korea totaled $2.7 billion. That's the most money ever spent in a 6-month period. There are currently 15 privately owned unicorn enterprises in South Korea, each valued at more than $1 billion. Once these very lucrative enterprises go public, many more billionaires are expected to emerge. In South Korea, not all billionaires have a good reputation. The country is home to a significant number of old money billionaires who are mostly connected to family-owned businesses known as chaebols, which have inherited large fortunes. Some of South Korea's wealthiest people are the heirs of multinational corporations such as Samsung and Hyundai, among others. This, however, may soon change as the South Korean government moves to rein in these plutocracies through legislative action. Bribery, tax evasion, accounting fraud, and embezzlement have all been leveled against numerous billionaires who are members of these wealthy chambers, according to reports. The second richest individual in South Korea, Samsung chairman J.Y. Lee, who had a net worth of $10.2 billion at the time of filming, was found guilty of bribery and sentenced to 2.5 years in jail. After inheriting Samsung from his father, Lee Kung-hee, who had a net worth of $21 billion at the time of his death, he was called the Crown Prince of Samsung by the media. Hong Ra-hee, South Korea's sixth richest individual, is also a part of the powerful Samsung Group. She is the widow of Lee Kun-hee and had a net worth of $5.7 billion at the time of filming this video. Another businessman with a shady history is South Korea's seventh richest person. Former Hyundai chairman Chung Mong-koo, dubbed the bulldozer for his aggressive and outspoken demeanor, was found guilty of theft and eventually granted a presidential pardon. The corporate titan, who had a net worth of $5.2 billion at the time of filming, inherited Hyundai from his father and led the firm for 20 years. In South Korea, there are currently more than 45 chaebols, with the top 10 owning more than 27% of the country's economic assets. South Korean billionaires have quite different lives than billionaires from other nations. Neither old money tycoons nor new tech billionaires brag about their fortunes. In South Korea, you won't find a billionaire with a big collection of supercars or a $100 million mega yacht. All of Korea's billionaires, young and old, keep their identities hidden from inquisitive eyes. In truth, none of the country's most costly properties are owned by billionaires. Luxury condominiums in posh single areas like Gangnam District and Yongsan District are being snapped up by K-pop billionaires. IU, a Korean music diva, reportedly purchased an $11.7 million penthouse in Seoul's upcoming everlasting Cheondam building. It isn't the most costly flat in the complex, though. The penthouses are valued at around $26.5 million. Members of the BTS RM and Jimin recently paid $11 million for a luxurious condominium in Yongsan's 9-1 Hanman project. The luxury condo complex is one of Seoul's most costly, and it's been dubbed the Beverly Hills of Korea by many. It has a broad range of premium amenities, including party rooms, a golf course, a swimming pool, and a fine dining restaurant, and it overlooks the Han River. The condo complex's residents are given a complimentary breakfast prepared by hotel chefs. Outside of Seoul, there are plenty of expensive houses to choose from. A magnificent home in Gapyeong-gun was just sold for an unknown sum. The opulent residence, which is located on a private island, has an outdoor pool, a rooftop garden, and views of the Han River. A billionaire would have bought a home like this, but we'll never know since South Korean billionaires keep their personal lives hidden from the public eye. While many of South Korea's old money billionaires are able to retain their wealth, they are also subject to onerous taxation. South Korea, in fact, has the world's second highest rate of inheritance tax, behind only Japan in this regard. However, if the deceased owned a controlling interest in a firm, the country's maximum inheritance tax rate is 50%, with the percentage sometimes reaching 60%. After Lee Kun-hee's death, J.Y. Lee and Hong Ra-hee were hit with a $10.8 billion tax levy, which they successfully appealed. They dispersed the estate's $2.2 billion art collection across several organizations throughout South Korea in order to reduce the estate's tax burden. A few of the many extremely notable paintings in the collection are Claude Monet's Water Lilies and Pablo Picasso's Portrait of Dora Maar, to name a few examples. Here's an intriguing fact to consider. What if I told you that South Korea's second richest man, So Jung-jin, began his business by borrowing money from loan sharks? Would you believe it? Jin, who had an estimated net worth of $11 billion at the time of filming, used the funds from his loan to co-found Celltrion, which is now one of South Korea's most lucrative pharmaceutical companies. He even had to put his organs up as a security for the loan. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.